Oh wow, it sure is a nice day to walk in this random stupid park. Or wherever the hell I am. Wait a second. Isn't that Tales from the famous game series Sonic the Hedgehog? I sure wonder what he's doing at this boring and lame park. Oh, I get it. He's probably just enjoying this wonderful day like I am.
Freeze, dirtbag!
Get down on the ground.
We finally caught this bastard. He had been on the run for quite some time.
Wait, officer, what's going on? Did Tails do something wrong?
Wrong. He's done far worse than just something wrong. He is responsible for the most heinous crime I've ever seen. Trust me, you don't want to know the details. Now, step aside and let us do our job.
In 2015, a strange absurd number of posts featuring an image of Tails sitting on a bench started appearing on 4chan. What's even stranger is that many 4chan users responded negatively to these posts, often referencing some kind of trauma they had regarding this particular image. If this is your first time coming across this image, you're probably asking yourself, what the is the commotion all about? There's nothing wrong with it. Well, the truth is, the image itself isn't inherently traumatic. It's the source of it that is disturbing. It comes from a fan comic titled Two Babies, One Fox. And yes, the title of this comic is a reference to the infamous Two Girls, One Cup video, which, if you don't know what that is, I strongly advise you to not look it up. So, what is this comic all about? I mean, I've been yapping for the last couple of minutes, saying like, this comic is so bad, it traumatized people, blah blah blah, without actually explaining what happens in it. I will get to that, but first I feel kinda obligated to give you a warning about what's coming up. Keep in mind that I'll be talking about topics that might be upsetting or triggering for some people. Specifically, I'll be talking about eating and liking children, if you know what I mean. So, if you are a sensitive person or really young, first of all, why the are you watching my content? I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, but like, I only talk about up things. And second, maybe go watch something else, like, I don't know, Squid Game Season 2. It's pretty funny. The comic starts with the infamous image of Tails sitting on a bench, looking inappropriately at Cream, and also a blue bunny I don't recognize. It might be an original character created by the motherfucker who made this comic. The first thing that comes to Tails' mind is, I wish I could play with them. Brother, what the do you mean by that? Tails, being the filthy animal he is, starts approaching Cream and asks, do you wanna taste something I got for you? Cream, unaware that she's speaking to the EDP-445 version of Tails, innocently says yes and even asks if the blue bunny could join too.
Police! Help! Police! Help!
Tails takes both of them to a more hidden area of the park and blindfolds them. And now I gotta make a quick stop, because the next 18 pages of this thing, which is about 70% of the comic, show Tails doing the most outrageous and criminal shit you can imagine. The least criminal thing he does is eating shit with Cream and the baby, so you can try to imagine what this motherfucker got up to. After Tails is done being a criminal, he walks both of them home and it is implied that they will do those acts again. He ends up running into the Blue Bunny's mom, but she pretty much doesn't care that a random stranger was holding her baby. And finally, this abomination ends. Now that you know what the comic is all about, you're probably wondering to yourself, how the hell did an image from such a disgusting thing gain so much popularity a few years ago? And who the hell wrote this? That's exactly what I'm about to answer. As I mentioned earlier, Two Babies One Fox initially gained popularity on 4chan, specifically through a post made by a user in 2014 on the random category. The post featured an image comparing the design of Tales from Sonic Boom with the design of Tales from Two Babies One Fox. Some users responded with disgust to the post, but the majority didn't even understand where the image came from or why others were hating on it. This prompted many to search for its source, ultimately leading them to discover the comic. After this, more posts referencing the existence of Two Babies One Fox started appearing on 4chan, causing it to gain more popularity, and shortly afterward, the Bench Tales meme was created. Basically, people began posting random images featuring Tales from Two Babies One Fox sitting in various locations. Now, let's talk about the creatures who created this monstrosity, Unistar and Lonnie. I couldn't find much about Unistar other than her account on Ink Bunny, which is the site where she initially posted Two Babies One Fox. While browsing through her account, I found out she made more disturbing comics about diapers and eating shit. Strangely enough, she also posted a song titled The Dying Sun, which seems completely unrelated to everything else she posts. Unistar still posts her bizarre diaper art to this day, and in case you didn't notice, her profile picture is that blue bunny who gets raped by Tails in the comic. Launi began her disturbing online career as a Brazilian YouTube pooper known as Tecraudio. YouTube poop was a popular type of video back in the early 2010s. It involved taking a cartoon, movie, or any other media and editing it in a funny and random way.
Oh, SpongeBob! Squidward, why are you
Tecraudio was somewhat known and respected within the Brazilian YouTube community, but her career as a professional shitposter didn't last long. She eventually abandoned her YouTube channel and secretly became Lonnie, an NSFW artist. She likely didn't want to be recognized as Tecraudio, as she completely changed her accounts and name. However, she forgot to unlink the name Tecraudio from one of her online profiles, which led to some people uncovering her real identity. Shortly after, many people came forward accusing Tecraudio of being a supposed PDF, which is a hard claim to deny when this guy literally draws CP.
Oh my god!
Nowadays, the Bench Tales meme is pretty much dead, just like Two Babies One Fox. So much so that many of you didn't even heard about it until you clicked on this video. It is still occasionally mentioned in some random subreddit, but other than that, no one really talks about it. Which I guess is a good thing, because the less people talk about this unfunny meme, the less they will talk about this gross piece of shit. However, this doesn't mean it can't rise from the dead and become popular again. We've seen proof that dead memes can make a comeback, especially if something related to them gains a lot of attention. One recent example of this is how Season 2 of Squid Game brought back the Squid Game memes. But it probably won't happen, since we will not get a sequel to Two Babies One Fox. Or will we?
What? Oh, hell no! That's oh, hell no!